Hello, I'm Geraldine Begg. I work at Scottish Federation of Housing Associations. I'm the Technology Enabled Care and Housing Programme Lead. Technology Enabled Care is a Scottish Government funded programme of work, and the aim of that is to introduce, embed and upscale the use of technology for health and well-being across Scotland. So my specific remit is across the housing sector to support health and well-being. On the 24th of June, we had a meeting with social landlords across Scotland about our new Healthier Homes initiative, which aims to support tenants, landlords and homeowners to consider how digital technologies can support our objectives around having warm, comfortable homes that will support tenant health and well-being. So Healthier Homes is very strongly connected to the objectives of Housing to 2040, where we're looking at climate, net zero, digital inclusion, digitally enabled homes, supporting our tenants to stay safe and well in their own communities, that theme of engagement. We also have the ISH 2 regulations. We have that ongoing battle where we're tackling fuel poverty across Scotland. We're moving towards more proactive services and more efficient opportunities that we're looking for in ways to deliver our services. And then, of course, we have the whole prevention agenda within health and social care, trying to support earlier interventions to keep people safe and well at home. So all of this comes together in our Healthier Homes initiative. So we're all using digital technology so much more nowadays, and we have that appreciation of the power of data. But we've had data around for a long time. Now we're going to be getting real-time data, and hopefully we'll be considering properly how we use that data, how we make more meaningful interventions, but interventions that are welcomed. So landlords are turning towards the Internet of Things. The Internet of Things, IoT for short, very short catch-all term for the growing number of objects that can connect to the internet. So it can be in properties, it can be anything from extractor fans to light bulbs, smart thermostats to smart speakers. And these devices can trigger predetermined responses, so gather and analyze data to support intelligent decision making. So with the energy efficiency standards and also with drives to be more efficient, to be able to reduce the costs of repairs, to be able to provide better services for tenants, environmental sensors are being considered more and more. And there's a great opportunity around these sensors. They can give us information about the temperature in homes, about humidity, about CO2 levels, all things that have a direct impact on health and well-being. But what we need to be really careful about when we're introducing these things is that we are thinking holistically. We aren't just thinking about the opportunities for property management in this. We are looking at the wider scope, and absolutely fundamental to this, that we're engaging with our tenants to ensure that they understand why we're hoping to be introducing these, what's in it for them, what the implications can be, and support learning around that. This is an excerpt from the Scottish Government Digital Strategy. Growing as an ethical digital nation and developing trust in the way we use data and apply digital technology is a collective responsibility. And this is what we want to do. We want to support the sector to collectively move forward with our tenants and with other partners so that we maximise the opportunities that we have here. We're taking a 4-stage approach to the Healthier Homes initiative, where each stage will be informed by the preceding one. The very first step is that we're engaging with housing providers, and the piece of work that we're engaged at the moment is understanding the landscape. So understanding which housing providers are currently doing work around the Internet of Things, or hoping to within the next 12 months, and are keen to take a holistic approach where the data from that can be used to support business priorities and improvements, as well as tenants' well-being, which may be tenancy sustainment or signposting on to other services. We want to look at current as well as potential models. So we want to work really closely with housing providers, both to understand what's happening, but also to shape the programme and to look at how we work in the most meaningful way together. So what we're offering here is structure, but not rigidity. And we want to have a standardised approach nationally that allows for localised variations and priorities. And one of the things that we're very keen to do is to enable that joining up together so that housing providers can access expert knowledge and access peer support as well, because people are at different stages of this journey, and so there's a lot of learning already out there that we can get from each other. The second step, and each one of these 4 steps will be informed by the previous, but the second step is really around customer perception. So this is part of the customer engagement, whether that's tenants or whether it's owner occupiers. But for the purposes of this, what we're keen to do is support the housing providers who are engaged with the Healthier Homes initiative to engage with their tenants. So really trying to understand where people's thinking is at the minute, their understanding about the relationships between their home environment, their health and well-being, their experiences of technology and knowledge around that, their attitudes to well-being, to their home, to IoT. Then we want to have an opportunity to highlight and support learning around the potential benefits, but other considerations as well to be mindful of when going down the route of having IoT in your home. And then what we really want to do is understand the appetite for this to move forward. The appetite for IoT in general, but also the appetite to try and to shape what's coming next. And that, for us, is trialling. So we've already said that different organisations are at different stages of this. So the trialling will be trialling of various different things depending on the stage that the housing provider is at. So for those who are maybe slightly further down the road, it could be trialling new pathways, processes and procedures. And for those who are newer, it may be looking at some of those new technologies together. And for homeowners, it may be the provision of some new technologies so that we can really get a clear and holistic approach to viewpoints around this. And the approach we really want to take around the trialling is co-designing with the staff involved, co-designing with the tenants and any other key stakeholders in this. So, and we want to, of course, capture what the experiences are and measure the impact around that. So that ultimately, come March 2022, we have a suite of resources that capture the learning, the experiences from a variety of different stakeholders and through their own lens, so that we can then develop some recommendations of good practice for the sector. So as I've already said, the Healthier Homes initiative is very much centred on engaging with customers, and through that engagement, shape, develop and refine the services that are wrapped around the use of technology as an enabler to support these healthy, warm, comfortable homes. We do need access to expert advice though along the way, and so I'm delighted that we have critical friends who are supporting the initiative from a range of services that very much support and are required for the work that we want to undertake. So we have the Digital Directorate looking at digital connectivity, we have Census, who's the Innovation Centre for Technology, we have Data Lab to do with the data and how we use it. Core, we have TPAS, Tenant Participation Association Scotland, for customer engagement. Health and well-being is reflected, energy efficiency, fuel poverty. So we feel that this is going to be a wraparound support package to support the work that you are already doing and wanting to do, but ensure that we have this aspect of the healthier homes. So if you're a Scottish social landlord and you'd like to hear more information or you'd like to get involved, please do get in contact with me. So that's Geraldine Begg. My email address is gbegg@sfha.co.uk.